Good day to all of you. Now let us discuss some of the important factors that was happened to the Catholic Church in the 15th century. So if you were just aware in the history of the Church, the Catholic Church faced a great challenge when Protestant Reformation was born in 15th century by Martin Luther. So in this video, I will just share to you some of the important events that was really happened which affect and challenge the authenticity of the Church. So we will just focus on three main important questions. First, what is Reformation? Second, what is Catholic Reformation? And how did the Church respond to the arising problem? So as we begin with the question of what is Reformation, allow me first to at least share to you some of the documents that I have found in the internet as well as in the reading materials that was given to us. First, according to the documents, the Protestant Reformation was a religious, social, economic, and political revolution that was started with a Catholic monk named Martin Luther nailed his 95 theses to the door of his local church. Remember that these theses contains most of the contradictions against on what the church is proclaiming. This new formed religious group was a major movement within Western Christianity in 16th century in Europe, which really challenged the religious and political view to the Catholic Church, and in particular to the papal authority. It is also contradicts some form of beliefs inside the Catholic Church. Also, it intrinsically condemns the abuses of the clerics and discrepancies of the Catholic Church. So if you had noticed, this new form of religious group became one of the major problems that challenged most of the teaching of the Church, most particularly its authority and its authenticity either in spiritual or in social aspect. So making this event a threat against the Catholic Church, here is the way how the Church responded to the problem. First, the Church formed a group which known as the Catholic Reformation. So this word Catholic Reformation is known before as a Counter-Reformation. This term Counter-Reformation was invented by the German Lutheran historians in the late 18th century to designate the political, diplomatic, and military attempts of the Catholics in the 16th century and 17th centuries to suppress the Protestant Reformation in Germany. The effect of the Counter-Reformation was a revitalization of the moral and spiritual vitality of the Church, accomplished to a large extent by reaffirming the doctrines, structures, and discipline of the earliest and better times. Thus, the most important changes were moral improvement in the lives of the individual Catholics and more faithful devotion to ecclesiastical discipline on the part of the clergy. Furthermore, to understand it concisely, here are the three major impacts of how to understand correctly this event today. First, as the Protestant condemned most of the Church teaching, the Catholic Church in the Council of Trent was reaffirmed the Catholic teaching. So as you have seen it, the Church solely reaffirmed its teaching but never changed anything with it. First, they reaffirmed with more precise teaching about moral aspects. They also clarified seven sacraments, the same thing as they clarified that salvation is not only by faith alone, but also in good works. In addition with this, the Church also reconfirmed that the Bible alone is not sufficient enough to make us go to heaven, but also the books which was made by the Catholic Church. Second, the Church cleansed the abuses inside of its member. So, the Church forbid simony, reaffirmed celibacy, and established seminaries to make priests more educated, and so they were able to face the challenges against the Protestant groups. And the third one, and the last one, is that the Church take actions against heresy. As the Protestant became a threat against the Catholic Church, the Church created Jesuit order which led by Saint Ignatius of Loyola, who is in charge in spreading the teaching of the Catholic Church, and the one who was in charge against heresy. Also, These newfound movement groups, in order to stop Protestants, they made a lot of schools and universities that educates people about the Catholic Church and other things. Along with other religious groups, they were also the first religious group in charge in spreading the church teaching in the whole world by converting our country, which was being colonized by Spaniards and Portuguese. So that's all. Thank you.